Hello. Hey. Last one. Hello, Harvey. Evening. Hi. Oh, I'm loving this. Daisy, my star pupil's here. Okay. Got 9 of you here. That's cool. I understand it's a pretty weird song to go out on. Hello, son. Hello, dad. Okay, so here we are. It's the last one. That it is, Daisy, my protege. Shall we dive into it? So we're going to do Weirdo Years, and then I don't know, maybe I'll do some more for the future album, or do these again at some point in the future once we've all forgotten them. But yeah, let's it's been a minute. Let's jump into it. Hey, Maxine. What was I going to say? So this song, last one to do. It's in a nice, easy tuning, E flat standard, of course, which is E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, and E flat. And there we go. E flat standard, nice and easy one to go out on. So song meaning, it's kind of just a summation of the album, isn't it? It's the chorus is like, I've got the lyrics up in front of me again because I was running through it and I was like, I know this one. I know this pretty well. And then I completely fucked it up and I was like, oh, I actually do need lyrics. So I guess the best way to summarize this song is the chorus, because it's just a summary of the album and my life up to that point. So kind of, am I chasing that one thing I'm not allowed, is like asking, I did this album as kind of like a last hurrah, really. I didn't expect anyone would like enjoy it, or I just did it for me so that I could go and like continue and go and do a master's in psychotherapy, which is what I was going to go and do. It's just asking, am I chasing the one thing I'm not allowed? Is this all pointless? You might love me, but you sure don't like me right now, is a direct line ripped from, where was it ripped from? It's ripped from my granddad, who was talking to me about my mum when she was younger, and he said he was just like, oh, when she was a teenager, your mum was like the worst ever. I said straight to her face, like, I love you, Julie, but I sure don't like you right now. And I thought it was such like a hilariously weird thing to say to someone's daughter. And but it also makes a lot of sense as well. I get it. Like, you can love someone and also not like them. What I am striving for is more or less truth in myself, which is like the summing up of like the reason I'm doing it. It's just, this is just another way to get to the person I need to be, just by writing and recording music and trying things and seeing if they stick or not, and seeing what makes me me. So that's the basics of the song. Let's dive into it, shall we? So it starts with a F major chord. It's ancient and predictable, to a G9 chord. So the G9 chord, just to remind anyone who hasn't been watching any of the other ones, is you're going to put your middle finger on the 11th fret of the A string. You're going to put your index finger on the 10th fret of the D string. You're going to put your pinky and middle finger on the 11th frets, the 11th fret of the B and the G string. So all together it should ring out just like this. That's a 9 chord. So the start goes, it's ancient and predictable. Real easy. Yeah, it is a Mac. It's such a Mac. It's a Mac DeMarco chord, isn't it? It's a because it's in fact, you know what is interesting about that? I think I learned it from a Mac DeMarco song, because isn't it in the Stars Keep on Calling My Name? There you go. I think that's where I learned it, because when I was a songwriter straight out of uni. Sorry, this is interrupting the lesson massively. I was playing with this band in Jersey, and we were writing music for pop acts, and we decided as a sort of an exercise to do, we'd cover like a Mac DeMarco song. So I had to learn it for it was so weird. It was, oh God, it was a strange time in my life. Anyway, back to the song. Got your F major to G9, B flat major, too smart to be happy in. And you're going to slide down to the 4th fret, which is G minor, too dumb to be a success. So those chords again, last 2 chords is B flat major, which is your major bar chord at the 7th fret, down to G minor at the 4th fret. Oh shit, piles of clothes is here. Hey man. So, those 4 chords again. It's ancient and predictable, too smart to be happy and too dumb to be a success. Same again. Mum's done her best, raised you wrong. A backbone like a stick and a head filled with Jungian slips. Burps, of course. And those are the verses. Nothing changes. You just play those in all the verses. And then we get to what I can loosely describe as a pre-chorus. It hasn't got any lyrics across it, but at the end of each line, so it goes... so before we go into the first chorus, wish I had drowned in my dreams. We go to an F major bar chord at the 2nd fret, and we do this. Should turn my WhatsApp off. It's the one time I've forgotten to do that. And what that is you're taking off your pinky finger and you're putting it on the 4th fret of the G string, which is it's a 4, so it's a sus 4 chord, and you're just bouncing back between those. I guess you could, a sus 4 chord is kind of like not minor or major, so it's giving a little bit of, oh, where's this going? And then I just go back to being major as always, because I love major chords. So you do that, and then I think the second time I might go all the way up to the B and do the 7/13 chord. So that's F major to F major to, I want to say F sus 4, or is it F7 sus 4, something like that. So it's a sus 4 chord at the end of that, and then you go to the chorus, which is the same chord again. So F major. Maybe I'm chasing that one thing I'm not allowed. And that broken down is F major to, is it C major first or is it C7? I think it's C7. Which one is it? This is a bit of a confusing one for me because I remember why I did this. Let me just work it out. Chasing that one thing. Yeah, so it's C7 first. So assume a major chord, and then you're just skipping out the G string to the dominant 7th there. So like that. So you play a C7, and then you're down to B flat major. So all together it goes. Maybe I'm chasing that one thing I'm not allowed. And then, this is the confusing bit and why I got confused there. For some reason that I can only think as being like, I couldn't deal with the fact that it was just the same chords round and round again, I decided to like invert those second 2 chords. So then, the second time round, you go, you might love me, but you... And then you go to C major, and then a B flat 7. For no reason other than it's just for shits and giggles, apparently. So that all together Maybe I'm chasing that one thing I'm not allowed. You might love me, but you sure don't like me right now. And then we do this little thing. Back to a 9 chord again. But what you're going to do is, in classic Ed the Dog fashion, as we've seen, is you're going to take your middle finger as you assume the chord shape, and you're going to slide up on the A string from fret 3 to fret 4. Like that. So that's a C9. Maybe I'm chasing that one thing I'm not allowed. You might love me, but you sure don't like me right now. See? What I am striving for is more or less truth in myself. Same chords again. And then you just keep doing that round until the end of the song, and then the song ends on a classic Ed 9th. Yeah, thanks, Joe. Joe Nash, bassist of Fish Tank, everyone, is here. If you have any Fish Tank related comments, please aim them squarely at him. So that's the whole song. And then the song ends, and the whole album ends on F major. And that's it. That's the whole song. Real easy. Is there anything anyone wants me to go over before I play the song in its entirety? And I guess now's the time to ask any questions you have that you might not otherwise get a chance to ask. I imagine there's probably none, but maybe we can ask Joe Nash something. Now play the whole album in full. No, I will not be doing that. Wouldn't that be a low? That would have been a nice way to end. I'm still not doing it, but good idea. Why do you like E flat so much? Just wondering. I don't know. I think, if I'm being totally honest, it's because, like, when I started playing music, I was so into like bands like Biffy Clyro and Tube Lord and all these kinds of bands. It's kind of like still in my DNA a little bit, and they always do things like put everything in like odd tunings, or just like put everything half a step down, or like put everything in drop D or something like that, or make it just a bit more interesting than the E standard. There's no other reason for it other than it just like soothes some like primitive part of myself. That's it. Like, I guess I could say that like I sing really well in E flat, but that's not the reason at all. It's just because it just soothes that innocent 15-year-old me who's obsessed with Biffy. And and it's the same reason I do those chords like backwards. There's no musical reason. It's totally just ego, but fuck it. That's the way it is. Why do you like book a tour for as soon as lockdown is over? Already being done, Daisy. How many tracks are on the new album? 10, although there might be 11 now. That we had talk about it the other day, and there might be 11. Because ever so slightly lower is cool. Exactly. That's exactly right. Ever so slightly lower is cool. But if you want to, blah, blah, blah. E is too mainstream. I agree. E is too mainstream. Will you bring Janice to Germany as soon as you can, please? Who's Janice? Although you've done the album now, are there going to be other forms of live videos? I don't know, man. It's tricky to say, because the reason I did this is because like there was demand for it. I really didn't want to do like just playing like some tracks in my front room. Not judging, by the way, anyone who wants to do that. That's totally legit. I just didn't want to play like new songs that you guys hadn't heard yet in versions that you haven't heard yet. It'd be totally weird. I'd just be playing stuff off Shame, and I was just like, I don't want to just play tracks of Shame because everyone's heard that before. So I thought, as a bunch of people had asked me over the past 2 years to learn the tracks, that'd be a cool thing. And it seems like people like that. So as far as live videos go, I won't just be like playing some songs live. It won't be like that. Maybe I'll do like a Q&A, or like maybe like we were talking about, maybe like filming like a whole day live of just me like working on songs, so you can hear bits of the new stuff before it's out. And when's the next single? Very soon, I think, actually. I need to talk to Andy about it, if Andy's in the comments. I think we're going to do one very soon. Oh yeah, the new guitar, that's right. New guitar is called Janice, apparently. Thanks for signed album, no worries. Write a comedy song to play us all. If you buy the vinyl, there's a secret track on the vinyl called You Only Care About Your Hair When It's Gone, which is a sort of comedy track. If anyone's got the vinyl, there's a secret track on it, by the way. I guess I should give away that. There's a crazy, weird jam at the end of, like, there was like a leader of like 4 minutes, so we just threw on this extremely weird thing. So if you've got a vinyl, stick on the very end track and there's something there. I love You Only Care About Your Hair. Well, I'm glad someone's heard it. Okay, so shall I play the song? Let's do that. But anyway, before I do, thanks so much, guys. I really enjoyed this. I've massively enjoyed giving lessons and doing this. It's so cool. Just lovely. And I appreciate you all so much, and the fact that you want to, learn the songs and stuff, and watching you guys play it back, honestly, like, really, it brings tears to my eyes almost. So before that happens, I wrote a comedy song that's on our Instagram somewhere. There's like, me and Joe are sat on the end of my bed with Joe playing this guitar, and we play a song called The Corn on the Cob Man, which is about a man who's just made of corn. So if you want to listen to a comedy song by me and good old Joe Nash there, then are we still going? Pause due to weird connection. Okay, I'll jump into this then. Okay, it's ancient and predict. In fact, I can't do that. Let me jump into the lyrics. There we go. It's ancient and predictable. Too smart to be happy and too dumb to be a success. Mum's done her best, raised you wrong. Backbone like a stick and a head filled with union slips. Music's a terrible conduit for serious themes like dying alone with no peace. Oh, ironic end to be, I think. Cry while I try and sleep. Wish I had drowned in my dreams. Am I chasing that one thing I'm not allowed? You might love me, but you sure don't like me right now. What I am striving for is more or less truth in myself. Gonna get your goat eventually. Oh, how can I be a man this week? Weirdo years far from complete, of grappling for reality. But it's art through adversity. Dad's been far too kind to me. God damn, I'm bored by my own speech. A privileged and passive life. Some say I'm barely alive. What does it mean to be a man this week? Couldn't tell you even if I knew. The truth's lost on pissants like you. Am I chasing that one thing I'm not allowed? You might love me, but you sure don't like me right now. What I am striving for is more or less truth in myself. Maybe I'm chasing that one thing I'm not allowed. You might love me, but you sure don't like me right now. What I am striving for is more or less truth in myself. There you go. All done. We did the whole album, guys. Oh yeah, sorry about yesterday and the whole it not working. I don't know what was going on with my Wi-Fi. It was weird. Anyway, loved doing this. This was great. Thanks so much, everyone. I'll leave this up for the evening, and yeah, I hope I'm doing more live stream stuff. It's not going to be, I guess, just like us. Well, maybe depends on what happens in the lockdown and stuff. Depends on what I can do by myself, but maybe. Thanks very much. Yeah, I'll have a think, but it's been wonderful. Adios. Don't know why I did that, but adios. Joe Nash is having a laugh right now. Goodbye, everyone. Love you. See you around.